Looked like they were hoping to try to take a shot down the field on the one-on-one look, but they didn't get it.
This time Dixon gets rid of it much faster. 4 sacks tonight for the Houston defense. Here's a nice return by Noel. The rookie still rolling. Flag on the play. And Noel is out of bounds inside the 30. But there's a flag back at the Houston 30-yard line. And everybody is moving back the other way as Frank Ross wants to know who it's on.
There is no foul on the play for offensive holding. The result of the play is a punt return. It's first down, Houston.
So they pick it up, and everybody has to move down to the other end. The flag came out late. And maybe with Tremon Smith with that block, it looked like it was close to being in the back, but after the flag came out, they pick it up, and D'Amico Ryans knows his team is set up at the 26 of Tampa Bay, and they're inside field goal range already.
Yeah, here they go. And you got an offense that's struggling, and you hear Coach speak each and every week after these games. It's all 3 phases. Tonight, it's at least been 2 of them for the Houston Texans with the defense and now the special teams after the block punt, the return now by Noel. They're trying to carry this offense into the end zone if they can for a win.
53-yard return by the rookie Noel, who was all Big 12 special teamer last year, and the rookie has set him up. Vita Vea makes that stop on Nick Chubb. And a gain of just 1 as we are coming up on 2.5 minutes left, each side with 3 timeouts.
Well, when Jalen Noel, when he got in the open space, this guy's got some burners, and he can scoop. So I thought, Dixon slowed him down a little bit, but I thought he was gone.
Houston running backs in this game, 14 carries, 32 yards. That's it.
18, what's that?
Chubb's got 18. Add to it, Nick Chubb. Touchdown Texans. They're on top.
Todd.
The Texans will go for 2 after a 25-yard carry by Nick Chubb.
The movement they get up front, you see the push inside. Titus Howard makes a key block on the inside. McCollum takes a bad angle, as does Winfield. Everybody's up at the line, and once he gets past, touchdown Houston.
And if they convert, it's a 7-point game. Just 0 for 2 last year on 2-point tries. Did not try one week 1. Stroud in trouble. And down he goes. Plays made by Deion Jones. And this is a 5-point game.
Well, Gumbawale, he's in the backfield. You got to secure the inside first. He's got to help here. Instead, he goes outside, and you can see Jones then has a straight shot. Trying to sort through that, and here he comes. And Hassan Reddick off the other side. And here's a look at the touchdown by Nick Chubb.
More yards on that carry, 25 yards than he had all night. Had 18 before that. And Stroud knew it right away once he got past the line of scrimmage. And that for the Texans, their 5th play of 25-plus yards in this game. And I'll say this for Nick Caley, first-year offensive coordinator. It has been ugly trying to run the ball tonight, but he stayed with it, and he gets a 25-yard touchdown carry by Nick Chubb, his first since Week 12 last year with Cleveland.
Tampa has had their opportunities, and in some ways they've kind of been trying to hand it to the Texans, and the Texans haven't been able able to take advantage of it. You just keep knocking at the door. Eventually something's going to give, and it finally did with Nick Chubb. But we saw what Baker Mayfield did last week. He's going to get another opportunity tonight.
Here's Johnson to the 30, and a flag on that play. With 2:04 remaining in the game, 3 timeouts.
During the return, holding by the receiving team, number 98. It's a 10-yard penalty. It's first down.
Now back the Buccaneers up to the 20 with 2:04 to go. Next week's Monday Night Football matchup, a great one in Week 3. The Detroit Lions, the Baltimore Ravens. Peyton and Eli's alternate broadcast on ESPN2. Coverage begins with Monday Night Countdown at 6 o'clock Eastern. Jared Goff, 334, 5 touchdown passes, 5 incompletions yesterday in that big win over the Bears. And Lamar Jackson, 4 touchdown passes, no picks.
After the offense's showings last week, these defensive coordinators aren't going to get much sleep this week.
A lot of room for Irving. 10 plus. And we're at the 2-minute warning with exactly 1:56 to go. 3 timeouts. Buccaneers need a touchdown. A lot of action early. Maybe some action here late in Houston. We welcome you back. Remember, the officiating crew on that 53-yard return by Noel picked up the flag. We're thinking it could either be this or Agunbowale with a grab on Ryan Miller. Did you see anything, Russell Yerk?
No, Joe, I didn't. On that first one, you see a hand on the back and a hand on the shoulder. I didn't see any extension pushing from the back. I'm glad they didn't call that for a block in the back. And then you saw the beginnings of a potential hold where he had his hand, but I didn't see a clear restriction as he passed by. I'm glad they picked up the flag.
Well, so are the Texans.
As
53 yards later, and then a couple more plays, they were in the end zone.
I don't know if I'm glad or not glad. I don't know where my emotion is on that, but I have seen a lot less called.
First down for Tampa Bay, down by 5. Mayfield has to come underneath. Pass is caught and a short gain. Remember, it's worth saying again, as you look at Mayfield since he became a Buccaneer, he's got 22 touchdown passes in the fourth quarter or overtime, most in the league. Buccaneers are without their 2 starting tackles. Mayfield airs it out for Evans, incomplete. With Stingley out there in coverage, and those two have battled all night long. Stingley has had the upper hand.
Pretty good coverage all night by him. That's been one great battle. And, you know, some of that man coverage and things that they're doing, if you can find an in-breaking route where you've got a little more room to throw the football. Been pretty tight trying to get the ball to Evans along the boundary.
He's been targeted 10 times, has 4 catches, 3rd and 10. Mayfield out to his right, looking for help. He's going to air it out. Has a Bucca who can't make the catch. Fourth down.
Well, that was such a great job by Mayfield as he gets outside the pocket and then finding Bucca down the field. I mean, this ball, while he's on the run, is absolutely perfect.
It's worth talking about, Troy, as you look at this throw and the missed chance for Bucca. Tampa Bay has 3 timeouts left, but they're choosing to go for it on 4th and 10. Pressure off the edge. Mayfield steps through. And he's tripped up with a first down by Gardner Johnson. To'o couldn't bring him down, and Baker Mayfield gets the big first down.
Yeah, and I think he's hobbled as it is, so he's not moving as well as he typically can, but it opens up, he takes it, and just does what he does.
15 yards on 4th and 10. The Buccaneers alive. Catch made by the tight end Otten. And he's out of bounds with 52 seconds left. And 3 timeouts on the board for the Buccaneers, down 5.
Pretty good. You're going to see here as Baker is looking in the pressure. Here they come, and he just escapes. And everyone running in man coverage with their backs to Mayfield. They don't know that he's got the football.
Second down, the ball at the 45 of Houston.
Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter are not on the field.
And a timeout, I think, wisely taken by Houston because of that. I think those guys are out of breath. They've been chasing Baker Mayfield this entire second half, coming after these 2 tackles. And Houston has to use a timeout with a stopped clock.
Yeah, and
we do need to remind you, we're coming up on the start of this second game. At the top of the hour, Brock Bowers, who was iffy during the week with a bad knee. That's a big weapon that's out there for Las Vegas tonight. He's good to go in that battle in the AFC West against the Chargers. Both teams 1-0.
Yeah, I think go back to the decision to go for it on 4th down. Todd Bowles looking at it saying we're going to have to make a stop regardless. We can give up 3 points and it's still a 1-possession game. Why not go for it here? And it paid off.
Second down and 2. Irving. Alshire cannot make the stop. Irving still rolling down inside the 25. And timeout Tampa Bay. That's just their first with 42 seconds left. But they have to get it into the end zone.
How good is Bucky Irving? I mean, he just has a feel knowing that David is going to be Azeez Al-Shaair in coverage, and he just puts his foot in the ground and gets going north and south. You see how hard he is to get to the ground. And what an impact he has made on this football team since he was drafted in the 4th round.
Derek Barnett got a hand inside, not just the shoulder pads, but the necklace of Baker Mayfield. Broke it.
And Joe, quick point there, that's not a foul because he was still in the pocket, so you can't have a horse collar.
First down from the 23.
And they got Hunter and Anderson both on the field.
Mayfield protected. Irvin out of the backfield one-on-one, and he lowers his shoulder and tries to go right through To'o and got 5 and stops the clock with 34 seconds left.
Yeah, all the time in the world for Tampa Bay with 2 timeouts remaining.
Buccaneers trying to get to 2-0 for the 5th straight year. They've got 18 yards to go. Pass caught. Evans down to the 7. And it'll be first down and goal from the 7-yard line, and the clock continues to run with 2 timeouts.
Pretty soft coverage. They're trying to disguise a blitz, but they're not able to get home, but it opened up a lot of room.
Clock running. That's Otten out of bounds, hit by Gardner Johnson at the 2. And it's second and goal with 9 seconds left.
9 seconds left, and because of the 2 timeouts, they don't have to throw the football.
In essence, touchdown wins it. Second and goal, ball just outside the 2. Rachaad White in the game.
Well, look for him. He's the red zone threat for Tampa Bay.
And now timeout is taken by Houston. 9 seconds to go. 2 timeouts. And the playbook is wide open for first-time offensive coordinator Josh Grizzard, who was in charge of their 3rd down plays a year ago. cut his teeth with the Miami Dolphins last year. He was working for Liam Cohen, and now it's all on him.
It's all on him, and I'm not so sure that I wouldn't just run it here twice. Houston did not do it when they were down here and couldn't get it in. We'll see what Tampa Bay has in mind.
Hot and in motion. They are going to run it. And no signal yet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rachaad White on top with 6 seconds to go.
He's been doing it all night. Contact before the line, and he just keeps moving the pile. We've seen it. We saw it all last year. I told you he gets stronger as the game goes along, and with the game on the line and them needing to play, he just carries them right into the end zone.
Alshire couldn't stop him. And now going for 2 are the Buccaneers. There's only 6 seconds left in the ball game. And Tampa Bay will use a timeout as the Texans are staring at an 0-2 start. And I've been saying it all night. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 6 seconds away from starting this season 2-0 as they've done the previous 4 years.
Well, I think right here, Joe, Tampa's got to be smart or Mayfield has to be smart. Everybody needs to be what they're going to try to do here. You get a little reckless on this 2-point play, and you give the defense an opportunity to return it, and just they don't necessarily need the points.
Their first 2-point try of the year. Mayfield is just going to get rid of it out of the back of the end zone. And Mayfield took a lot of hits here tonight and a lot of low hits from this Houston defense. Not saying it was dirty, but he's just been through a lot in week 2.
No doubt. And even on that last play, Joe, he got hit hard. And he is it's going to be interesting to see how he comes out of this game for next week, because he has been a battler. And it's what you come to expect from him. But they did it last week. They needed to make plays. Mayfield makes it on 4th down. Here's the last hit that he's pretty beat up tonight. A lot of guys are. This was a physical game, both sides of the ball.
So 6 seconds remain. The Texans do have a timeout. Compare the 2 quarterbacks. And the numbers don't blow you away. The difference tonight, the run game for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, albeit with that 25-yard carry by Nick Chubb for Houston. That was the only bright spot all night of the ground game for the Texans.
Yeah, that was their demise. Everything was on C.J. Stroud. Just really couldn't get anything going, and they're still trying to find their footing under the first-time offensive coordinator, Nick Caley.
Here is a return by Tremon Smith, and that's it. The clock expires as Smith brought it out, and this game is over as Todd Bowles and company have started 2-0 again. And DeMeco Ryans, who's guided his team into the postseason each of his first 2 years, they've started 0-2. Don't forget, coming up next on ABC, catch a special replay of the very first episode of High Potential. And coming up right now on ESPN, we'll send you to the Las Vegas Raiders and the LA Chargers. From all of us here in Houston, what a game. Bucs 2-0, they win it. Good night from Texas.